What's good, Eagles fans? This is your boy, Tony DeShields II. You guys are locked on your dose to chalk it up. Where no matter if we win or if we lose, we just got to charge it to the game. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe for more content. And please check out the Chalk It Up merch shop as well, especially if you're new to the content. I'll be so grateful for that. And if you've been loyal to the soil, loyal to the channel from the very beginning, you already know what my heart is, and you know how we get down and chalk it up. But without further ado, let's hop right into the content. So Pro Football Focus decided to come out with their annual list when it comes to ranking the top quarterbacks in the NFL, the top starters. They go from 1 all the way down to 32, again, with all the teams. And they decided to place Jalen Hurts 31st among 32 quarterbacks as far as ranking in the NFL. They ranked Jalen Hurts the 31st best quarterback coming into the season. The only person he's ahead of is Drew Lock in the Denver Broncos. Now, I'll be honest with you. It's completely blasphemous, in my opinion. It's completely disrespectful. Let's just talk about it in context. Jalen Hurts came into a situation that was already chaotic. He came into an offense that was already lacking in identity. The dude has such a dynamic skill set. How can you rank him as the 31st best quarterback coming into the season? Now, I understand he only played in 4 games. The man generally went 1-3. You can make an argument that he went 1-2 because they pulled him out of that last game. But let's just talk about what they said exactly. PFF says Jalen Hurts will get his opportunity to showcase not only his skills, but his leadership heading into 2021. Hurts provided an immediate spark last season, which is true, but the wheels started to fall off after that. Hurts must manage the game with better decision making. He finished the season with 9 turnover-worthy plays in the last 4 games. If Hurts wants to be the guy in Philadelphia, then he needs to protect the ball better. His leadership and poise will bring the team together, but production and winning football games must follow. Now, if you read that at face value, they didn't necessarily say anything wrong. But to have him ranked 31st among 32 quarterbacks in this NFL is completely and utterly unfair, knowing what that man had to go through. The offensive line was lackluster. We had more than 10, 11 different offensive line combinations throughout the entire season. He had no weapons around him, no one that was consistently productive. Coaching was questionable at best. Picking and choosing when to run the ball. And then you had guys like the name we won't mention, number 11, the former number 11. He just didn't seem like he wanted to be there in general. So Jalen Hurts was thrown into the fire to perform. Let's talk about his losses and victories. First game coming out. Beat the pseudo number 1 defense in the New Orleans Saints. You guys can argue about who was the best defense last year, whatever. But at that time, they were the best defense in the NFL at that time. Jalen Hurts won that game. Now, he won that game mainly on his legs, but he made things happen. He did what he needed to do. The following game, the Cardinals, my man actually played a better game, a much, much better game. He was slinging the ball, slinging a rock. He made things happen with his legs, threw for over 300 yards, ran for over 100 yards. And we wouldn't have won that game if defense did their job remotely. Just a little bit. If they got one stop, we win that game. Jalen Hurts was making it happen. That's just in my humble opinion. I just feel like it's completely and utterly disrespectful when you consider Carson Wentz. And again, I try not to speak on that man's name because he's not even here anymore. I hate even bringing him up. To rank him 23rd, knowing he was the worst quarterback in the NFL last season. Sure, things didn't really work in his favor. Sure, the offensive line was up and down and coaching was shady and shaky at best. But he still had to sling that rock. And he didn't do a good job at it. That's just the honest reality. That's the honest reality. if you want to talk about anything with Jalen Hurts, you talk about his upside. You talk about the potential that he has. Again, he's only giving you 4 games of a sample size, and you rank him damn near dead last. Damn near dead last. I just feel as though there's a way to discuss someone, a way to talk about someone, and also give them credit where credit is due. Yes, he lost to Dallas. That game was just ugly for everybody. His game started to get figured out by the league. That's okay. He was raw, he was young, he was thrown into the fire. He had no creativity when it came to coaching. He was forced to run those dingbat plays. Shout out to my man, Philly 500. And you can't, who's to say he wouldn't have won that game in Washington? He got benched because the Eagles were basically tanking. That's the reality. Jalen Hurts has so much upside. When the O-line is healthy, essentially top 10. We brought in Devontae Smith. Jalen Reagor's going to have a better year. Travis Fulgham's going to have a better year because we got rid of veterans like Alshon Jeffrey and Deshaun Jackson. Don't get me started on Zach Ertz, who needs to get out of the building. I got another video coming out about him as well because I got some things to say about that man, with all due respect. We got a new head coach who's welcoming creativity, who's thinking about putting guys in the best position to help them succeed, who's not afraid to run the ball. All I'm saying is people are living and dying by PFF, Pro Football Focus. And in my humble opinion, that can't be law. That can't be the end-all, be-all. Let's think about who's ahead of him besides former number 11. They got Zach Wilson, who hasn't even thrown an NFL pass yet, who, in my opinion, I don't really know what's so special about him. You got Tua Tagovailoa at 29. My man is Mr. Dink and Dunk. Rarely throws deep balls. Hasn't thrown a deep ball yet in the NFL. Still trying to prove himself. They got Sam Darnold, who hasn't done anything good in the NFL. Sure, Adam Gase didn't really do him justice, but he hasn't done anything positive in his NFL. Not one thing. Hasn't even provided a spark to his team. Cam Newton. Now, I like Cam Newton. Cam Newton had a rough season last year due to COVID and coming into a new system, a very complicated system with the Patriots. So I'm going to throw Cam Newton some bell. Cam Newton is a former MVP. Had a Super Bowl appearance. Still has that arm talent. Still is very talented. Jared Goff. Come on, man. Jared Goff is a product of Sean McVay. We're going to see what Jared Goff really is when he gets to Detroit. Trust and believe. Jared Goff has never been special to me. Justin Fields hasn't thrown an NFL pass yet. Not once. Going into a chaotic situation with the Chicago Bears, in my humble opinion. Coaching is questionable. General management is questionable. Sure, he has some talent around him, but still has not thrown an NFL pass yet. Jameis Winston and Taysom Hill, respectively, with the New Orleans Saints. Come on now. Come on now. Really? All I'm saying is, then you got Jimmy Garoppolo at 22. Come on. My man can't even stay healthy. Trevor Lawrence. People are calling him the second coming. I don't understand that. He hasn't thrown an NFL pass yet. There's a high chance two out of these three top quarterbacks that were drafted can be bust. There's a strong chance of that. There's a strong chance. There's no way all of them pan out. Sorry. Daniel Jones at 20? Come on, dog. Look, I could go on and on. My point is, Jalen Hurts deserves more respect. There's more nuance to his game. There's more nuance to the way things played out last year. And to have him ranked damn near last is utterly disrespectful. And he's going to show y'all. That's how I'm feeling. He's going to show y'all. That's how I'm carrying it. That's what I honestly believe. But I don't want to let this video go too long. I've already been rambling and ranting. My emotion, my passion. It is what it is at this point. I like this, though. I like where we are. I like being the most hated. I like being the most doubted. You want to know why? Because when we punch you in the mouth, you ain't going to know where it came from. It's okay, though. It's okay. It's nothing better than being doubted. Jalen Hurts is playing with house money at this point. No one thinks he's going to be anything. If you ask these mainstream media guys, they don't think he's going to be anything. But my man was a former Heisman finalist. My man did numbers in college. Put some respect on his name. He provided a spark on an Eagles team that had nothing all season. He gave us the brightest spot of the season. That's just the reality. All I'm saying is, put some respect on my man's name. Keep on hating. Keep on doubting us. We live and die by it. It is what it is. Everything's food. I'm your humble host, Tony DeShields II, and you guys have been tuning in to get dose of Chalk It Up. Where no matter if we win or if we lose, we just got to charge us to the game. One love, stay healthy, stay humble, and most importantly, stay hungry. And fly Eagles fly.